Hello all. You'd think that there'd be a bit less chaos a whole week after Patch Tuesday. Well, you'd be wrong. On Tuesday, November 18th, Cloudflare botched a routine upgrade and took down major portions of their network and as a result, a large swath of the internet. One of my favorite stories was about the website Down Detector being down. This is a site where people report and see what sites are having issues. Well, someone quickly made a Down Detector site. But just in case that was down as well, someone made a Down Detector. And on it went. There's an article linked in our other news events of note and interest section about this bit of comic relief that came about due to a day of major frustration. Now, in addition to the above mess, there was also quite a bit of other news to report about, so onward. Now, this email and video commentary is from the RedDotSecurity.news website. And it contains a plethora of links to other items that aren't mentioned here that are worth skimming to see if they interest you or pertain to your particular environment or those you support. There's a lot more than what's provided in these opening comments. So, on to the headline news. Fortinet warns of a new FortiWeb vulnerability. Last week, we reported that there was a major defect in FortiWeb. Well, this week, another hole was patched, so update quickly if you use this. Grafana Enterprise patched a maximum severity defect in SCIM, or System for Cross-Domain Identity Management, which could allow for privilege escalation and user impersonation. Since this tool ties into your identity provider, it's vital that you quickly patch to prevent compromise not only of the items Grafana is orchestrating, but also your IDAM systems. Microsoft was hit with the distributed denial of service attack by the Isuru botnet that employed more than 500,000 attack sources and hit a whopping 15.72 terabytes a second. Though it didn't reach the record of 22.2 terabytes a second, it was still impressive, consuming enough bandwidth to stream 1 million 4K videos simultaneously. Salesforce says some of its customers' data was accessed after Gainsight was breached. This story is still evolving as the investigation is ongoing. Mandiant has been brought in by Gainsight to investigate, and it's reported that over 200 companies were affected in this supply chain breach that may actually be a result of another earlier breach of SalesLoft Drift where Gainsight was a victim. SolarWinds patched 3 critical ServView vulnerabilities. That's a headline that should make anyone who lived through the 2020 Orion supply chain attack shudder a little bit. These flaws are in their file transfer utility, and it could allow for remote code execution. There were also some other patches released for their observability self-hosted that plug a cross-site scripting defect, so vet these soon and apply quickly. SonicWall released new firmware for their Gen 7 and Gen 8 Sonic OS SSL VPN software. If left unpatched, a threat actor can send specially crafted packets to the affected units that can crash the firewall, causing it to reboot, which results in a denial of service attack. Gen 6 firewalls are not known to be vulnerable to this attack, nor is it currently known to be exploited in the wild, yet. Oracle e-Business Suite victims are piling up like a high-speed Autobahn accident, including Oracle itself. The evil organization known as CLOP has claimed that they have exfiltrated data from Oracle, Cox Enterprises, Broadcom, and dozens of other companies. This crime spree goes all the way back to April 2025. This particular thing is the Christmas fruitcake gift that keeps giving for quite some time. IRS employs AI agents through Salesforce's AI program. This sounds like a nice recipe for disaster to me. I just hope that the IRS hasn't been using SalesLoft Drift or Gainsight. Otherwise, the IRS databases might already be in the threat actors' hands. But even if they aren't yet, if recent experience with AI agents is any indication, and especially given the apparent failings of our government's technology initiatives, such as the decades-long modernization effort of the IRS, it's only a matter of time before the AIRS agent hallucinates some hefty bills or refunds for taxpayers, or helpfully gives private information out to anyone who asks in the right way. Nope, I do not like this one bit. In the United States of America, this coming week is when we celebrate the holiday of Thanksgiving, a day where we pause with family, loved ones, friends, and even strangers to share a meal and reflect on the blessings that we have in our lives. There's always something to be thankful for. And I'm thankful for you, my readers and viewers. Thankful that you continue to fight the good fight. Thankful that you do not give up in the face of unrelenting opposition by increasing hordes of evil. And I'm grateful that you dedicate yourselves to tirelessly watching, monitoring, analyzing, and fighting back the attacks. You are true unsung heroes. I pray that your Thanksgiving holiday is a peaceful and uninterrupted one. And of course, even though the tryptophan-fueled stupor of too much food and holiday cheer may be there, keep the shields up.